Hey, what's up guys? Delivery day. Actually, we're going to have a number of deliveries because I've figured out just kind of put a couple of deliveries coming in all into one big super delivery video. So that's what we're going to have here for today. Kind of makes sense, I guess, as like it's kind of Christmas time almost. So happy Christmas. Anyway, let's go ahead and check out some stuff here that just came in. All right, so we got some really cool new stuff in here from Kotobukiya, including the first in the new Titanomachia series here, which is from Kotobukiya and Naoki. So Naoki is the designer who is behind this new series of model kits that are actually going to be produced by a couple of different model kit producers. This is the first one out in the series from Kotobukiya, the Gale Hound, which looks really, really cool. Just a little trip down memory lane. Back in 2019 now, at the Shizuoka Hobby Show, I was there, I met Naoki, and this is when these model kits were like first on display, so that shows you like how long this series has been in development. And I was able to talk to him about it at that time, and it was really cool, but it's been a really, really long wait for these to actually come out. So I'm glad that this series is actually finally kicking off. The Gale Hound looks super cool. So I will definitely be live building this one and sharing that with you guys very soon. So look forward to that. We also have the new version of the Roku here, also from Kotobukiya. This is their collaboration with Moi-san for the Nachin tank line. This is the custom version of the Roku, so a little bit different from the original version in that it has some different colors and I think a couple of different parts on there. So always love checking out these kits. So this one also looks like a bunch of fun. Always really cool artwork there on those too. Let's switch over here to Bandai briefly as we have some new Gunpla. Actually, for this Gunpla delivery, the Shin Burning Gundam from the Metaverse series is here. Pretty interesting design. I actually had fun painting the Kamiki Burning Gundam before. I actually painted up as a gift for my wife, and so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this one yet. At the moment, no plans other than just building it and reviewing it, sharing it with you guys, but it has some really cool aspects to that, so we'll check that one out. We also got the face parts in here for the Idol Masters subline of 30 minutes missions kits, and so now I can go ahead and review that stuff. I was waiting to get these in just so that I can do a review kind of all of that stuff kind of all in one video, at least for all the stuff that's out at the moment anyway. So now that that's in, I can work on getting all that stuff built up. So if you've been waiting to see a review video on the Shiny Colors Idol Masters new series in the 30 Minute Sisters line, that'll be coming up now very soon. A couple of more Kotobukiya things now. We've got the Ramune version of Noeru. This one is really cool just because it's in like a white and clear blue like Ramune. If you guys are unfamiliar with Ramune, is like that bottled soda that you see, like very Japanese style. So that's the theme, like color theme here for this version of the Noeru. Really cool kits as always. This one I do actually have plans for in combination with this kit as well. Here we have a different version of the Go-Rai. This is the Go-Rai Kai White version 2 from the Frame Arms Girl line. So Frame Arms Girl kits, always fun to check out. The Go-Rai, of course, we've checked out in a couple of different versions before, but this version does look really cool and I think will go well with that Noeru kit also. A couple more actually 30 Minute Sisters face parts included in here is, this would be face set 5 and 6. So facial parts sets 5 and 6. They're just these small little boxes here like that. So we'll take a look at those. We might as well take a look at those. Actually, I have a different 30 Minute Sisters review coming up that these would be good to take a look at. And so these won't get like a dedicated video or anything, but we will take a look at these in an upcoming 30 Minute Sisters review. And then on the heels of just recently reviewing the Type Devil Straff kit from the Megami Device Buso Shinki collaboration, here we have the new version of Arval. This is the Type Angel Arval, which is also kind of in black here, but the regular Arval that we took a look at before, the white version, was super duper cool, and this one also looks really fun. So these Buso Shinki kits from in like collaboration with Megami Device from Kotobukiya have been really, really good. So those are awesome. Really looking forward to checking out that new version of that kit. And that's it for this box. Let's cut to the next box. And let's see, we got a little bit smaller box this time, but a lot of really cool stuff in here as well. So let's see, it's slightly smaller, so I was gonna keep the box here on the table, but I might change my mind on that. So first of all, we have the new Ilshana 30 Minutes Missions, a 30 Minute Sisters kit here from Bandai. Really kind of cool, a little bit different look for this one. Less, I guess like it's still like cute. I was gonna say less cute and more sort of like evil looking, I guess, but it still kind of has that cute aspect to it, but kind of interesting how they went for a little bit different style here with this one, which does look nice. To go with that, we got the option body parts type S05, which is the new swimsuit body parts. That is color A, and Ilshana is color C, so that won't match. But we'll have to find a different kit to try out those new swimsuit parts on. We got the Synuity Noir kit here, so I was really on the fence about if I wanted to check out this. Okay, so yeah, moving the box off the table so that it's not knocking everything off the table. Where was I? I was talking about the Noir kit here, yes. So yeah, I was on the fence about it, and I had seen some really cool custom builds of this, basically, where people had been using like the jacket parts on some different like 30 minutes missions, 30 minute sisters kits. That looked pretty cool, so I thought, for nothing else, it may be good for some interesting kit bashing later. So we'll check it out anyway. It looks like a cool kit, very cool box art here, I will say. I do not plan on checking out like the HG Synuity kits still yet, just because I'm just not really that into the designs. People have been asking, if I'm gonna review them or not. At the moment, I'm still not planning to, but at least we will check out Noir here from the Figurize standard line. All right, some more Gunpla. There is some more Gunpla in this order. It's the RG RX-78-2. So obviously not a very new release by any means, although the box feels like there's something else in there. I don't know. I have built this kit actually twice, many years ago, like more closer to when it first came out, actually probably around 2012, around there. And I don't remember it being that bad at all, but I hear from people online all the time that it's not a good kit, and it has the so-called early real grade syndrome, which I don't like that terminology at all. I don't agree with that at all, but yes, a lot of people label this as having issues, so I thought it'd be a fun one to go back and take a look at. I'll build it, review it, and share my thoughts with you guys, kind of similar like what we did sort of recently with the Master Grade Delta Plus. I'll let you guys know just how bad is it really, or is the hate hype for this kind of overblown? We'll find out. So we'll take a look at that. We also have some really cool new Hasegawa Maschinen Krieger kits here. The Melusine Wildgeist, new versions kind of these guys here in a nice little 1/35 scale set from Hasegawa. So very cool. A little bit more 30 minutes mission stuff here. We've got the leg booster unit and wireless weapons pack pictured here on the box art there with the Attribute Type A, which, as I mentioned in that review, if you guys missed it, I really enjoyed that kit quite a lot. So we'll take a look at this weapons pack and set. Actually, some really cool looking parts there for the Attribute. Of course, you can use this on whatever you might like. And so some really good kit bashing material here with this one as well. All right, last couple things here. If you saw in the previous or a recent Gunpla Delivery video, we got some of these Tomitech little armory weapons. And I said I had a cool idea in mind for like a showcase video to show you guys some of those Tomitech weapons in an upcoming video. Well, I also got some hand parts here that we're going to be kind of putting all into that video. So this is another kind of video project idea that I was waiting for some more parts. I was waiting to get these in as well. These are hand option parts for basically for those little armory sets, and as you can see right on the front there, they're pictured with Kotobukiya's Sosai Shoujo Teien girls. So that kind of goes right along with what I had planned for these. So that should kind of give you guys a little bit more of an idea of kind of what to expect in that video. But we're going to be taking a look at these and the weapons parts together with some of these Sosai Shoujo Teien girls in an upcoming video. So look forward to that. Last thing here, this one is really cool as well, from Fujiti, which I think I've built like one model kit from them before, and it was their model kit of Kunkanjima, or like Battleship Island. So it was a very different, unique model kits. I don't think I've ever built anything else from this company other than that, but this is a SD Mecha Godzilla model kit. So this looks really cool. I just want to take a peek inside here, and it is in, yeah, molded silver, kind of exactly what I would have expected, but it looks really fun and very interesting. This looks like something that would have been released by Kotobukiya, to be honest, in like their kind of SD style, but nope. Anyway, so SD Mecha Godzilla I think will be very interesting, so we'll check that out in an upcoming video as well. All right, next box here, let's do this. So this one has some really cool stuff in here in that we've got a couple of Artpla kits, for example. So first off, the Artpla Evangelion 02. This is the battle, what is it called? The Battle of Geofront kit there. So this is like a statue model kit. So like what you can see on there, that's what the actual model kit looks like. It's just a statue there like that. So really cool. This is basically going to be a kit that's made to be painted because it's just all molded in red there like that, as you can see. So that should be a really fun project. And then to go along with that, there is also their Eva Unit 1 as well. And these boxes are like very heavy. So I'm not sure exactly just how big these are, like what scale they're meant to be in. I don't think they're going to be like terribly large, but these look to be like they're going to be a lot of fun to build and paint up. So we're looking forward to working on these. These are from Kyoto in their Artpla series. We do also have from Kyoto's Artpla series this big guy, which is the Tower of the Sun. A really, really cool. This is an actual like tower statue. If you guys are not familiar with this, in Japan, I believe it's near Osaka. But it's this big tower that was made for some, what was it? It was some huge festival. I don't know. I don't remember off the top of my head what the festival was that this was constructed for, but it's a really, really cool model kit. As you can see, it's a pretty large box and it's got a ton of stuff on the inside. So this is going to be a project that I'm going to work on for next year, building and painting this, because it's going to be quite the project, quite large. A good friend of mine in Japan is actually a big fan of this tower, and so what I would like to do is build and paint that and then send it to him. So that's going to be a project for next year. And the last thing here for this box was really just a couple of things, is these 1/3 scale little resin kits of these Vox Vot, these like kind of little robots. So I got 3 different ones. These are small little 3D printed resin kits, I believe. Yeah, 3D printed resin. So I thought these would be fun just to kind of share with you guys, just to show you. I don't know, the camera's not wanting to focus on that, but there's 3 different ones here. And so, yeah, I thought these would be fun to share with you guys, show you a little bit like some more painting of some small little resin kits like this. Kind of similar to like the small 1/35 scale Gachanen machining Krieger kits, I guess. Similar in that way. But that's it for this box. All right, it's actually 2 packages left. There is one more, but this one came actually earlier than I was expecting, so I'm going to include this one in here first before we get to the last one. Because in here we've got some pretty cool stuff here, like the Megami Device AOV Susanoo Regalia. So this one, it looks awesome. The Susanoo, of course, a really, really cool kit. This version of it does look quite awesome as well. In particular, it's got this big, massive like crown on the head for the Regalia version here. We have the Susanoo Regalia and then the Amaterasu Regalia. Actually, both of these I need to review now here for you guys. But this one is in like the smaller size box. I'm surprised they didn't put in the bigger one, but I can tell it's really packed really tightly. It feels like very full in the box there. We've got this beautiful new version of the 120 scale Mechatro kit. This is the special version here. This is the Araoi Keiichi version, who of course is the artist behind the manga series Nichijou, who does all the artwork for all the Mechatro kits for most of the Mechatro releases. So if you're familiar with this artwork style on the Mechatro boxes, it's done by that artist. So this one is like a special version in particular for this artist. So we've got the Nichijou character is included with this one here. Hopefully you guys can see that is included with this. And it's also in just a nice new color scheme available with some waterside decals in there included as well. So like same kit, but with some different colors and different accessories kind of included with it. Really, really nice. We've got another one of the new swimsuit body parts in the 30-minute Sisters option line. So I've got a couple of these now that I need to review for you guys. So that'll be like kind of like a volume 2. I already did one video where I reviewed like a few of the different swimsuit body sets, like kind of all in one video. And I think now we're ready to do another like volume 2 of that video now that we have a few of these out now. All right, then new from Kaviko. So this is an interesting collaboration here. We've seen these Marutoys collaborations with Kotobukiya. This one is with Kaviko, who is the company that made the small 1/100 scale version of the Nachin tank. So before Kotobukiya made their 1/35 scale version of the Nachin tank, those really little cute Nachin tank kits were made by Kaviko. This is the first time I've ever seen one of the Kaviko kits in like a full-on box like this. So this is their collaboration with the Marutoys, who makes like the Tamotu and the Noseru The Mamoru is the new one. They're from Maru Toys. But this one is the Hakobu and Riku. So the Riku being just like the transport boxes there, I think, for that. But it's this cool like kind of cart robot. And then also we have the cart and container 2-pack set. It's like an additional set that you can get here as well. That's available there like that. So these are pretty awesome. Really looking forward to having some fun with these. We'll check those out in a kind of joint review, of course. And before we get to the last thing here, which I'm really looking forward to, we do also have some new Gunpla in this box. It is the new Gundam 00 Diver Arc here from the Metaverse series, which actually looks pretty cool. I have to say, it's a pretty awesome looking Gundam here. Almost sort of looks like a mashup of like if you combine some of the design aesthetics of like the Astray Blue frame with the 00 Diver kind of model. I don't know, kind of strikes me as having some of those design aesthetics in there. Anyway, very cool. Kind of surprised how big that box is too, quite a thick box. And last but certainly not least in here, a MOOC that I'm very much looking forward to, and you may as well if you're a fan of Mecha Musume model kits. This is the Plamo Girls Style, Plamo Style 01, a special issue here from Hobby Japan. So this one is going to have stuff about all different kinds of Mecha Musume model kits, which as you guys know I'm a big fan of, but there's going to be a whole bunch of stuff in here. So if you guys are also fans of Mecha Musume style model kits, which have certainly become more and more popular over the last few years, this one should be very cool to take a look at. So that's it for this box, guys. On to the next one. Okay, last one has just arrived. Let's see what we got in here. Yes, okay, so first off we've got the Type B of the Atcher B. As you guys may have seen if you saw my review of the Type A of this kit, 30-minute missions kit, sorry. I actually really enjoyed it, so a very cool kit. Definitely looking forward to taking a look at this version. Basically it's just a different color variant and it has a little bit different parts for the head, like the kind of hairstyle for it, and that's really kind of about all that's different about this version, but let's go ahead and check that out. Then a big chunk of this is actually the new Hexag Gear sets. So there's 4 sets here that can combine to make the Blockade Ivy. So if you look right here at the bottom, that's that blockade. It's this big like mecha beetle that you can make with this, but it's like 4 sections. So this is the insect leg. So it's basically just like all the leg parts. This is the sniper cannon, which is basically just the cannon weapon for the top. We have the cockpit, which would be like the torso, like I guess thorax part, or maybe this would be, I don't know. This would be the abdomen. This is the booster. So this is like the back part. So you can get all these parts separately and you can use them like, of course, with like Hexag Gear in general. Everything's customizable and everything's interchangeable. And so you can get these as separate sets, which is nice. Or if you want to build the full thing, you have to get like all 4 sets and put them together. So we'll take a look at that. All of those like in one video, I think probably. We've got weapon set 7 here of a MAME warrior at the borderline, Kyokai Senki weapon set. This one has the rocket launcher, like a big rocket launcher, a new rifle, a new sword, a new big Gatling gun in there, so a lot of really awesome custom weapons. These little cuties, the Mechatro Mate. So you guys know I love the Mechatro different kits, and I've actually never built one of the Mechatro Mate sets yet. So there's a couple of different versions of the sets, basically different color versions. This is the sky blue and orange version. As you can see, pretty small little box here as they're very small little simple kits, but I do have a particular idea in mind for how to use one of these. They come in a 2 set, so we'll have 2 of them. I'm going to use one for an upcoming project. The other one we'll see, can just be around, but all right. And then we got this big kit here, the Kig Monster. This is part of the Aoshima VFG Girls kits. So Aoshima makes these Macross, like Mecha Musume kit versions of like some of the different Macross. I've reviewed a couple of them in the past. And I was thinking like they're really fun. Honestly, they're a lot of work to review just because there's like the different forms. Basically, you have like the Musume aspect, which is like the girl character model, and then you have the mecha aspect, which would be like the Macross, and then you have different combinations. And so there's like a lot to show in the reviews, and it takes a long time to review them. And honestly, I thought I don't really want to review anymore just because they take so long. But this one looks so cool. I definitely could not resist this one. And just as always with all of them, I mean, like the cover art is awesome. And I love the cover art on this one as well. Here it looks super duper cool, but this one is going to be a really cool kit. So I'm going to continue reviewing this line. As long as they keep making these kits as cool as they are, they're really nice. And then I thought it would be fitting to end this episode of Gunpla Delivery with some actual Gunpla. So here we've got the last kit here for this box is the Jim shoulder cannon missile pod type from the HG, the Origin MSD line. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. As always, let me know in the comment section what you're most looking forward to seeing. I will obviously take that into consideration. As you can tell, there's a lot of stuff on the to-do list, so I'll be quite busy. But obviously, I will listen to what you guys would like to see, because that's what we're here for. So I've got a lot of fun building ahead, and I hope that you guys do as well on whatever you guys are working on. As always, if you would like to leave comments, questions, leave a like. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. I really appreciate all your guys' support. And of course, if you guys want to check out any of the stuff that you've seen here, most of this stuff should either be available or up for pre-order at USA Gundam Store. The link to USA Gundam Store will be down in the video description down below. So check that out. And again, thank you guys all so much for all of your support. Till next time, hope you all have a great day. Bye, guys.